Hello everyone, welcome to GKS community. In last three videos, we discussed the p-value, what is type 1 error, what is type 2 error, and we discussed the one-tail and two-tail test. So in this video, we're going to discuss about what is effect size. Okay, so what is effect size? So effect size tells us the magnitude or strength of a difference or an association. Okay, so it tells how your result is, how big the effect is. So simply effect is tells us how big the effect is. Okay, so basically effect size is more important. So before going to the effect size, we are going to see about clinical significance and statistical significance. As we all know, statistical significance is p-value less than 0.05, right? So what is clinical significance? Okay, so for this I have an example. Okay, so if you're going to test two anti-hypertensive drugs in a population to reduce the BP, okay, that is drug A and drug B. Okay, so drug A reduces the BP by 1 or 2 mmHg. Okay, so drug B, you that going to reduce your BP by 10 mmHg. Okay, that means drug A reducing 1 mmHg, drug B is 10 mmHg in population, in a general population. Okay, so if the drug A result is statistics, that is statistical significance, that is p-value less than 0.05. Okay, but in case of drug B, that's it is not statistically significant, that is p-value more than 0.05. So basically drug A and drug B, so drug A reduces 1 mmHg, drug B 10 mmHg. Okay, so in case of drug A, the statistical test result is p-value less than 0.05, that is it is statistically significant. In case of drug B, it is its statistical result maybe 0 p-value more than 0.05. Okay. In case of drug A, it reduces the 1 mmHg, reduces the BP by 1 mmHg. In case of drug B, it reduces the BP by 10 mmHg. But drug A is statistically significant, but drug B is not statistically significant. Okay, but it reduces the BP by 10 mmHg. Okay, so there is a clinically there is a significance. Okay, so that is called clinical significance. It may be more than 0.05, but it is clinically significant because it reduces the BP by 10 mmHg as compared to drug A that is reduced the BP by 1 mmHg. So this is the basic difference between statistical and the clinical difference. You never miss the clinical difference in a study. Okay, so this effect size is a bridge between this clinical and statistical significance, as simply. Okay, so effect size is more important. You never miss the clinical significance. Okay, so effect size, so how it is measured? Okay, so effect size is measured by mean difference in case of continuous data. Okay, so if it is categorical, we'll measure by odds ratio, risk ratio, and correlation coefficient. Okay, these are the measure of effect size. This will show the strength of the association or difference of your study. Okay, so you never miss the clinical significance in any of the study. So this is the difference between statistical and clinical significance and effect size. So effect size is more important. Okay, you should include this effect size in sample size calculation also for calculating the sample size. Okay, so why we need a clinical significance here? Okay, because if you are taking a study with a larger sample size, that will show statistically significant even for a tiny effects. Okay, in the other side, if you're taking small sample size, it may not be statistically significant, that is PM value more than 0.05, but it has some effects, it has some major effects. Okay, so for this difference only, we are going to calculate the effect size. Okay, so this is all for today.